Okay, I want to try and answer this question. It's kind of a complex one. So depending on the individual and their initial response to stem cell therapy kind of tells you how many rounds they may or may not need. Every round's different. So essentially the stem cells are just kind of like not really told by the body yet what to become. And so depending on what you work on, those stem cells can then become that kind of cell. So it's kind of like, imagine like sperm and egg. They're kind of very bizarre and different things. Once they become a fertilized egg, we then have an embryo. An embryo is filled with the highest amount of these stem cells. The embryo also will have like a placenta, right? And so that is also really rich in stem cells. Same with the umbilical cord. All of these are very rich in stem cells. Essentially, it's like, what do we need to make? Do we need to make an arm today? Do we need to make the brain today? And so if you guys have ever been pregnant, or maybe if you've ever looked into like pregnancy, you know that at every stage something different is developed. Well, in these placentas and cords, they still are rich in them all the way up till birth. When they harvest or give birth, they can harvest like the placenta, the cord. They then inject these. And so pretty much they take away like the DNA factor of the stem cell. And so it's kind of like the cell that just needs to be told what to do. So when they get injected into a body where, let's say, there is a genetic component that we don't know about, or there is some sort of ailment that we don't know about, or obviously there's an obvious component of some sort of ailment, we just don't know where and what's going on or what's causing it. Is it something that there's like a domino effect? Maybe there's like a disconnected pathway in the brain and that's what's causing XYZ to happen, right? Anyway, so we don't really know this. But anyway, so the stem cells, once they get in and then you work on certain things, your body can then tell the stem cell like, hey, we need you to go work over here. So every child, every individual period is going to be different. So I don't even know, I'm sorry, I'm like, we don't know how many. We really don't. I would say the first round, amazing benefits, amazing, like yielded crazy cool things. We were actually talking about it. We're like, there's no way we would have made it here like a year ago, because he was treated in March of this year. So like 6 months ago, we're like, there's no way he would have been allowed in the current like facility that literally rejected him until after stem cell therapy. He's just so significantly different. However, there's a few things where it's like, we're just trying to give him the best shot. So like, we're trying another round. Will he benefit? We don't know. Like, could we waste all this money? Maybe. Or maybe it's like the one key to, like right now, the communication that he gained from the last time was he became very like echoic is what they call it at therapy. They also consider him to have gestalt language processing, GLP. It's kind of like where they kind of talk in like groupings, and they just assume that that means like one word, and we don't really know. That's the thing. He can't tell us what he knows, what he doesn't know, and so we just kind of assume competence. We try to. Anyways, the other thing we're thinking is maybe if we really work on independent verbalizations, maybe that's where these stem cells will go, because right now it's like he'll lead our hand, he'll point to things, he will try in his best way to tell us things without having to verbalize. We're just hoping this is the missing link. He's at the new clinic, they finally allowed him after the last round. We're hoping this is like what pushes him. The hard thing is he's also like toddler age, like he is 4, like he still has very big emotions for a little body. Like 4-year-olds don't always listen, so it's really hard to know what is typical and what is like neurodivergent. Like we don't know. Anyways, but yeah, hopefully that helps. I know when we asked the Indian doctor, he said that most patients only need like 1 round, but I think he also sees a lot of orthopedics. So you can have like neurological ones. These ones go into like the spinal fluid. Orthopedics, I don't think they do spinal fluid. I think majority of them are injected near where the ailment is. I think he treats Parkinson's. I want to say dementia. They treat a ton of different things. Same with the one we're here in Mexico at. They treat all kinds of things. We haven't asked the doctor. We're going to interview them on Saturday, just like for our own purposes, just to kind of know what they know. We like the doctor here too. It was really, really cool. I'll go into other videos about that. But yeah, for our son, we're going to wait for 2. They say to wait at least 6 months up to a year to like, you'll see benefits keep trickling out of these stem cells, because like they go on, they like fix something, but then to put it and apply it, the body has to then do it. So it can take a while. But anyway, so we're trying round 2. If it still benefits and we think there's still more to go, we'll do a 3rd. I know in Panama, like where we don't like how Panama does it. They have people go in 7+ times and it's totally a money scheme, and we cannot stand, like I can't stand how, I better be nice, I can't say names, but they don't do the correct protocol and they charge like twice as much. Like they literally cheap out, and they cut every corner. They charge twice as much, and it's to have like a big US looking facility. That's it. That is literally it. Anyways, highly recommend looking in literally any other country pretty much. And honestly, we might just even keep looking at Panama. My husband lived there for a while. He wants to travel back. But I'm like, I bet there's a clinic that does it the correct way, and it's just not the big name out there. Anyways, but yeah, hopefully that helps. Sorry if you have any more questions. I'll try and answer them. Again, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice by any means, but drop them in the comments. I'll try.